Hey guys, it's Camilla from Code with Camilla. Today we're going to be doing the final part of our multiplication table.
Okay, so table looks good. The only missing part is the header, right? We want to print multiplication table on the top of the table. So the way we're going to do it, we have to calculate the number of spaces in front of multiplication table. So when we print this line which consists of some spaces here and this text, right? And how are we going to do it?
So,
how we can calculate the number of spaces here?
Well, we know how long the length of the entire table is, and we're going to find out how long the multiplication table length is. We'll find out the length of that by using the .Length. So we just take that and then we subtract that and then we somehow divide the space into 2 and put the multiplication table in between them.
Correct. So what we need to find, how long is this one and divide by 2, right?
Yeah, we need to find the total of the space and divide that by 2.
So this length is the length of this line minus length of this text divided by 2.
2, yeah.
Right? So let's make a variable called header which will hold our text. And let's find out the size or length. Let's call it length. And we already know the length of the line because we printed. Minus the length of header. And how we get the length of the header?
Header.Length.
Header.Length. And we want to print all of it. We want to divide all of it by 2. And we want to make a string which consists characters, spaces, and it is len size.
Okay.
So we're going to print that, and we want to print the header, and we want to print it on a line. So it's going to print the word multiplication table and create a new line. Let's run it. And it did work, so it all centered properly. So the last thing I want to show you is constants. You see, we use 12 so many times, right? Here, there, so 5 times at least. When you're using a number over and over, it's called magic numbers. And the rule in programming is to use do not use those magic numbers, but use constants. What the constant is, so this is how you do it. You do const and you give a name.
Usually can you use string too?
Yes, you can have constant strings, but right now we're talking about 12, and 12 is int, right? And usually what I like to do, I make a constant name as in caps, right? In upper cases. Let's call it like size, and it is 12. What happens is, if you put size instead of 12, what C# gonna do when it's gonna build this program, the size doesn't take up a space anywhere, but it's gonna put here, when it builds, it's gonna put the number from here, it's gonna put it here and do calculations. So it's not a variable because it doesn't take a space, but it's going to be used by C# to replace the code. You see this 3 plus 12, so it's going to put 12 here, it's going to put 12 here, 12 here, and here, right? So you put this in all the places where you used it. If you run it, you get exactly the same result. But what's the point, you're gonna ask? The point is, now you can do you can change the size. For instance, if you want to do multiplication table 15 by 15, if you run it, you see you get a neat table. All the calculations we did before, they all paid out.
So you don't have to change the numbers everywhere in the code. You can just change the const.
Yes, you just change the const, and it's changing everywhere here. And remember, you asked me why we do calculations here, right? Why we not just typing the spaces? If we did type spaces, there's all the formatting will be incorrect. But now we can just change it and say 10 by 10, and it's gonna look always
the same, just with different numbers.
And it's gonna, yes, it looks aligned, and it's always, the multiplication table header is always in the middle. This look right, and all this aligned, all nice, just because we did all these calculations. This line, which we did with underscores, is exactly as it needs to be. So if instead of 12 it puts 10, and you ask me why we can't put 51. If you put 51, it is going to be too long, because now it should be 43. Just from my personal experience, the reason I wanted to do this multiplication table project, because when I started programming and I was working in BASIC, when the first time I was able to print a table, I was hooked, and I said, wow, I want to be a programmer. That's why I wanted to show you how you do it, and so you can see and feel like you can do. It's really pretty. You can do pretty things.
But why aren't we doing the different grid lines to define the columns and rows?
We can let our subscribers do them, so it's going to be homework to do whatever they want to make a pretty multiplication table even prettier than it is now.
Okay, we finished our project for multiplication table. Come back next week for more videos, and don't forget to subscribe.
And if you have questions, just put the comments.
And we'll answer them.
Maybe.